welcome back to this special day at Delaware Cadillac.
I'm so excited.
We have hyped this. We had the pre-prototype car. You did a walk-around that's got over 18 nationally recognized walk-around, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is a very special day. This is the day that the first Blackwing of the 250 reservations is going to leave right here, right now, from 1606 Pennsylvania Avenue at Delaware Cadillac.
Ooh, I can't wait.
And for that event,
Hey, Harry, what's going on?
Jeff, I haven't seen you in forever.
How are you, sir?
I brought in the one, the only, Jeff Zippity Doodah. Jeff is a huge Corvette enthusiast. This is actually a ploy.
Are we converting him?
Right. We are trying to suck him into the Cadillac world. Jeff hangs out with the really cool, people in the Corvette community. He's got a few fancy friends. He won't brag about it, but he
We're
does.
cooler.
Exactly.
No doubt.
And in Cadillac, we have Caitlin. Now, Jeff owns something that you probably would treasure very dearly. You have no idea.
No clue.
It's a poster with me on it.
Does he really? Wait, what? Really?
Yes, we'll send pictures. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
It does exist.
I've been doing this a long time, folks, for 27 years, and for 10 of the years, I was in Corvette, and that's where I met Mr. Doodah, in fact, at a Toys for Tots run, and then sold him his commemorative Z06 that he still drives today. So all you fans of Mr. Doodah, I sold him his, not his first Corvette, but the one he still has.
Absolutely. The best Corvette.
So Jeff has a show as well on YouTube, which his views
Hey,
are
YouTube.
like his views are like rocking the world. And we're gonna crisscross with Corvette and Cadillac fans alike. Hello to Zippity's Garage out there.
Yeah, Zippity's Garage, not quite on the level of Jay Leno's garage, but I'm working on it. So.
It's almost there. Now listen, folks. There are a lot of husbands, wives out there of car enthusiasts. And car enthusiasm is not the worst thing in the world. If you're the spouse of a husband or a wife that considers themselves to be a real, true car guy or girl, like Jeff Doodah, who is a horsepower-hungry, loves fast kind of guy, don't worry. If that's the drug of choice, it is not the worst drug you could ever have. In fact, Jeff's wife refers to me as his drug dealer all these years.
Oh, geez.
Very much so, yes.
And we have, go ahead,
I was going to say, I had special instructions on not to buy anything here today. So,
every time he hangs out
yes,
with me,
exactly. Stay away from the salesman, Harry. So it's going to lead to trouble.
In any case, we've got the power, we've got the horsepower that you want. And we have something that unfortunately, and I do love a Corvette, don't get me wrong, but we have something that you Corvette enthusiasts can't have right now.
Exactly.
It's a manual transmission. These cars right here, right now, are 3 of the first 250 CT5V Blackwings. We were fortunate enough to get number 35, number 47, and number 31.
Let's play those tickets on the lottery.
We also have number 63 coming, and we have
All right.
2 more CT4V Blackwings arriving. But this is an exciting day. This car, Jeff, I don't know if you know, it's got 668 horsepower and 659 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, that's all great, Harry, but do you know the Newton meters? Come on, that's what Cadillac's all about these days.
Well, Jeff, actually, Cadillac doesn't publish the Newton meters.
Oh, but it's actually 893 Newton meters.
Whoa.
Cadillac will call it 900, but,
That's why I...
Per round, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's the real reason. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do have, and what's great is all 3 of these were ordered by individual customers that were fortunate enough to click the button fast enough when Cadillac did the reservation program. Each one of these first 3 are stick shifts, which I love that about them. You can get it in a 10-speed automatic as well, but for a lot of these guys and gals, they know that this is probably the end of the era. This is probably the highest horsepower, last stick shift, gasoline-powered car that you're going to be able to get your hands on. And with number 35, number 47, and number 31, we're probably delivering one of the first ones out of here right now today.
Ah, that's just so exciting.
Are you excited?
We're making history here.
We are making history. And in fact, the gentleman that has ordered this, and one other thing before I bring him on, this is Black Raven with the Sky Cool Gray interior. This is white with the natural interior. And then we have infrared metallic with the jet black interior. We didn't do that strategically. Each person ordered a different color combination, so you have almost every interior right now in this showroom.
That's great.
That's a pretty cool, neat thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring in Mr. Andrew Nace, who's actually, his whole family, or some of his family, are with him, and we're holding up his entire delivery process, not letting the poor guy come see his car and
know.
touch
Oh
his
my
car,
gosh,
just so we
right?
could do the show. Andrew, come on in.
All right.
Andrew and I go back,
hey,
what is
hey.
it, 6 months now?
Oh, it's been a while, Harry.
I know.
Pleasure.
Spin around.
Caitlin.
Jeff,
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thanks, guys. Hey, guys, I got to say, Harry, I am beyond ecstatic, man. I've been waiting for this forever. I've been waiting since the Gen 2, and the Gen 3s didn't have the manual. This is a long time coming. I'm glad I can be a part of this. Thank you so much.
Well, Andrew was actually here the other day when the Black Wings arrived. I sent him pictures of the truck as it was pulling up, and he was at his desk at work, grabbed his brother, and raced right up here.
Right away, I got the text message. I pointed over to him. I said, get a car, get it ready, get it pulled up. Told the other sales manager, I am gone.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so great.
Andrew, we can't mention what brand he works for. He also is in the car business, which is pretty cool, so he gets how all this process works normally.
Gotcha.
Now, when he got here, and we're not going to make this into a negative thing. When he got here, there was a bit of a damaged item on his Blackwing.
Yes.
Right.
This Blackwing that he and I sat together with his wife and kids and spec'd out, and he has been waiting for 6 months. And it almost made me cry if it didn't make you cry.
I called her as soon as I walked up, too. It was, too excited to see the car. I seen it right away. I was like, but being in the business, I did know, out of all things to be damaged, I was happy of what it actually was.
It wasn't a body panel. It was a piece. It was an exterior piece, and amazingly, overnight, the heads of Cadillac were all over this. They shipped the parts. They told me plain, but we think a guy drove a van all night to get here.
Yeah.
Had the parts here. We got them installed. The car had already been cleaned. They just had to replace those couple parts. But thank you, Cadillac, for letting this man take his car home pitch perfect like it's supposed to be.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it being in the business. I can attest. That is unheard. Thank you, Cadillac. I do appreciate that.
And we have his family, and I'd like to bring your family on too. And you can maybe introduce everybody
Of course.
to who's here with you.
Yep.
All right.
Come on over,
family.
guys. I love it. What a great day.
All right, so up in front is my oldest, Jaden. This is Carrie.
Wave to the
Jaden,
camera
hi,
over there.
everybody.
And the youngest here, this is Jason.
No, you're
No,
good.
you're fine.
Come right in. You're awesome.
All right, and then I think Dad's here too.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Come on in, Dad.
Come on in.
They're talking cars over
This is
there.
my father, Jonathan, as well. I got my love for cars from him.
Yeah, that apple did not fall far.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Dad, for bringing that apple to our dealership here today.
Dude, I cannot even begin to tell you how much this car means to him. Because we've talked over the years, we talked about, like he said, the twos and the threes. If Cadillac had built the wagon, like the rumors were going around when they first announced this,
Give me a wagon.
Yeah.
dude, if it was a wagon, this wouldn't even be happening. He'd already be down the road. I appreciate everything you're doing, but I'm out. That would have been his absolute complete dream car.
Well,
This one's really close.
Well, you can see Cadillac, and you can see for all the world out there, and for you Corvette lovers,
Absolutely.
there are people with families that want that high horsepower. And with these fancy red seatbelts that you ordered, your kids will be buckled in just
They're
fine and safe.
awesome. Oh, so cool.
All right, one other special treat that we're going to do today, and Andrew did say that he was willing to do it. Jeff, you're going to get a test drive with Mr. Nace, and we're going to have you actually drive it right off the showroom floor to do that in just a little bit.
That's fine with me.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mike Cassidy. He's one of the 4 horsemen at Delaware Cadillac that you've seen here before, if you're a Delaware Cadillac show watcher. Mike, how long have you worked here?
7 years,
How long have you been in the car business?
41 years.
And Mike is delivering the first Blackwing, Mr. Andrew Nace's Blackwing. We had so many people on camera, we didn't get him in the shot too often, so we wanted to get him out here. And come see Mike. You can reserve your Lyric and ask for Mike. You can come buy a Cadillac, a used Cadillac, whatever. And Mike Cassidy, one of the reasons why I chose for Mike to get the deal with Andrew is because Jeff happens to be a huge Hot Wheels fan. And I knew him and Mike would get along because, Mike, you have a collection of
Thousands of Hot Wheels.
And he also does the Matchbox too. I mean, you
No
know, maybe you
way.
could catch up.
I didn't
Maybe
know
you
that
could
about
catch up
you.
with him, Jeff. You know.
I'm just a big kid.
Mike and I have to do a little collaboration video with what he's got in his
Yep.
collection as well.
That'd be great.
Jeff's got a great video about how to hang your Hot Wheels, Mike, if you need to know how to store your on the garage wall. But Mike he's doing the DSA application, he'll do the OnStar activation, and he'll go over some of the features so that Andrew Nace will be able to actually take his car home
Drive
with
her
him.
home, yep.
You got it. And one thing we're going to surprise him with is that I hope that the Nace family, and you can be the one that tells them, all they got to do is go to Luigi's Possibilities, Walter's Steakhouse, Grotto's, the Chelsea Tavern, Goober's Diner, wherever they want to go eat, and
Bring us
text
back
me
the
the
receipt.
receipt,
Yep.
and we're going to reimburse them
All right,
for the
I'll make
whole
sure I do
family
that.
to eat. Make
Excellent.
sure you tell them that.
Sounds great.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, if you want the high horsepower and you want a stick shift, you better act fast. We have reservations coming in on the CT4V Blackwing, and I've got John who's picking up his red car very soon, and we also have Dave that's coming to pick his white car up very soon. But we can order your Blackwing today. Whether it's a CT5V or a CT4V, we have them coming. But if you're looking for that electric touch, September 18th, get online. September 18th, if you want one of the first 1,500 Lyrics, make sure you choose to go through Delaware Cadillac. We'll make that experience happen as nicely as we can.
Absolutely.
If we get all 1,500 reservations, I don't know if we can do a show for each one. It'll be a little tough.
That would take a while.
Now pay attention when you order your Blackwing that whatever color calipers that you choose, they're going to color coordinate with your key fobs.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Could you hold these for just a second?
I'd be honored.
All right.
So hold that up, Caitlin. Let's take a closer
Yeah.
look at them. So there's your key fobs.
So cool.
And there's your calipers, guys.
There you go.
All right. Now here's something that Andrew's
I've
been
never
waiting
been so
on.
nervous to hold a spare keys.
You got to do it before Andrew did. Andrew,
Thank you so much, Harry.
here's your keys, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's something that a lot of people talk about doing or want to do that they hardly ever get to do. But you trust me, Andrew. I trust you. You're going to drive the car right off the showroom
I'd be
floor.
more than happy to.
Do you still have the keys?
Oh, they're already in my pocket.
Oh, wait, your wife gave them back to you?
Yeah, finally.
Off camera, she stole them, folks. All right, him and Jeff, make sure, because Andrew requested that we not put the gas in it. He wanted to put the gas in his own car.
I love it.
But make sure when you guys are on your drive, you better stop for gas.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, let's go, Andrew.
let's do it, man.
Yeah.
And I think Jeff's paying for the gas, so we're
That
good.
works for me, too.
Have fun. Buckle up. All right.
This car is beautiful.
It is gorgeous.
He's got the carbon fiber 1 package, the carbon fiber 2.
Can I have a turn?
Of course.
Yes?
Oh, who didn't know
All
you
right,
were
hold
going
my
to do
mic,
that?
Hold my mic. I'll be back.
Have a blast.
This is awesome. It's like we talk about these cars for so long and then to actually be in one and drive in one.
Hey, I seen your video doing the walk around on it too. Pretty good, I might add. Yeah.
Thank you. I am just so happy for you and your family. This
Oh,
car
thank you
is
so
so
much.
incredible and just, oh my gosh.
I've been waiting for a long time. When I originally got the reservation, I was hoping too that I was going to get it for my birthday, which is next Thursday.
Amazing. Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you so much. I'll say thank you, Cadillac. You listened there.
Wow. Whoa. So zippy. 900 torque. No, 900 Newton meters.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I said, where do I order mine?
All right, brother. How was that?
Oh, it was a blast. I cannot wait to get this break-in period over. I already told her I apologize for not going to burn out on camera for you, but it's coming.
Everybody's been waiting for that. By the time we're done with all these test drives, you'll be past the break-in.
There we go. Trust me, I'm going to blow through this first one.
Appreciate your business.
I appreciate you, Harry. Thank you.
All right, we got to get Andrew rolling with some paperwork. And one of the things that I will talk about, September 18th, I got to do it all over again because the Lyric reservation program is on September 18th. So if you want to be one of the first 1,500 Lyrics, which are going to be the next phase into the electric world when we're saying goodbye to our lovely
Last
stick
of the
shifts.
gas engines.
But how did you feel about the reservation process?
Yeah, it's actually very easy. I mean, to be honest, I found it really hard to believe that I got one of the 250. I was extremely surprised. I'll be honest, I wasn't prepared for it either. I, stopped, dropped, and rolled on everything else I had to be able to afford this one. So, but it went very smoothly. Harry was very well. So if you do a reservation, do it with Harry. It was a streamlined process. It was perfect.
I really appreciate that. And I didn't even have to pay on this one.
That is true.
Speaking of paying, I need you to come pay for your car.
I'll do that one now.
All right.
Thank you.
Talking to OnStar. So how are we doing at working on converting you into this Cadillac world?
Hey, I love them. They're gorgeous. I mean, these things are absolutely beautiful. A huge testament to what General Motors and Cadillac is doing. Really, really impressed with these things.
Well, and with Jeff being a car nut, car enthusiast, a car addict, whatever you want to call him, I knew it would be great to be able to have him here so that all of you and all of you in the Corvette world that might remember me from my Corvette days, hey, Sal Zano and the rest of the crew out there, I want you to know we try and have a lot of fun here. I think it's really unique, and I wanted to talk about a couple different things that we got going on. You're standing, Jeff, and we can't talk about who used to have it, but it's now Lee Asher's. This is a one of. No one else has this 2018 Cadillac ATS-V. What is unique about it
Is that I drove it.
is Caitlin drove it
That's
on the
what's so
Delaware
unique
Cadillac
about
show.
it.
Yes, that's one of the things. But the Kona interior, it is the only ATS-V. The man that wanted it had to speak to the then head of Cadillac at that time, Johan. He no longer with us, but he didn't pass away. He's just not with Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the Kona interior, it is the only ATS-V made at all with that interior.
Wow.
It has 464 horsepower and 445 torque. This car, it's gone by, and unfortunately, but the good news is, and we've got a couple of those Blackwings on the way. The CT4 Blackwing is the one that was made to replace, not erase, but take it to the next level, like the ATS-V.
I love your rhymes. They always get me. You always come in clutch with a good rhyme.
That's only when you're listening. Like you miss so many good rhymes probably from when you're not listening to me.
Maybe.
You should pay attention.
I was.
472 horsepower, 445 foot-pounds of torque is what you're going to be able to get in a CT4V Blackwing. And they are soon to arrive here at Delaware Cadillac.
How exciting.
And this reservation program, it worked out great, and so far it's working out great for all of our Cadillac buyers. Hopefully, if you do any of the reservation programs in the future, you will choose to do Delaware Cadillac. I think it was the circus show in Luna that got us so many of these Blackwing orders. No, you don't.
I mean, she was pretty incredible.
Well, that's when we first electric slide.
I know. Maybe
And
it
we
was our
brought up
dance
the Blackwing
skills.
reservation. Now, carbon fiber 1 package, carbon fiber 2 package. This Summit White CT5 is going to a gentleman named Dave. He wasn't able to be here today, but he also, and maybe we can get a close-up, opted for the $9,000 worth of ceramic brakes that you can go with.
Wow.
And it has the all-natural interior. It is VIN number 47, folks. What they did is they made, now the first one was auctioned off
Okay.
for charity. They auctioned off the rights to build number 1. But the rest of the first 250, you had to be on that reservation website and click the button really fast.
What is so is it based upon how fast you click the button, what number you get? Like how is that determined?
Here's the deal. Within 3 minutes, the CT5V Blackwings were sold out.
3 minutes?
3 minutes. The CT4V Blackwings sold out. It took a little longer than 3 minutes, but they were sold out as well for the first 250. The people that opted had to reserve it with $1,000. Now, when they do the Lyric, folks, it's only $100, which I kind of laughed at. I'm like, when I ordered appliances, I had to pay for them all up front. How are we holding the car for $100? Cadillac, raise the stakes. But in any case, with the reservation program for $1,000, they secured the right to order whatever they wanted.
Okay.
So then, as an example, Andrew, my friend John, my friend Dave, and my friend Lou, who has also got one coming,
Okay.
as well as my friend Shelby, who's got a CT4V coming, and Joe Wall, okay? He was a later case, a little different. They were able to then speak to me, and you didn't pay $1,000 just to speak to me. We opted out the car the way that they wanted.
Okay.
Once the options and the pricing and all that came out, they were able to look at the list, choose what exterior, what interior, the whole 9 yards. They spec'd it exactly the way they wanted.
Now, Harry, can I interrupt for just a quick second?
Absolutely.
Talking about that order process and talking about the fact that these are, what we're talking about today is most of these are manual transmission cars.
Correct.
From what you've seen from your ordering process, what percentage would you say is a manual transmission take versus the automatic? Because I've heard that overall, it's been over 50% of production has been on the manual transmission cars. What have you seen here at Delaware Cadillac?
No, nothing against the automatic drivers. I love you guys as well and gals out there as well. But we were 100%, Jeff, on the first Blackwings that were all reservations that night. Shelby with her CT4, John with his infrared, and Dave with his white one. And we all know Andrew with his black and sky cool gray, and Lou, who's satin steel metallics coming. They're all stick shift.
That's amazing because, everybody talks about, oh, I want a manual. But until you put up and shut up, put your money up front and order the darn thing. So glad to see people are actually pulling through. The enthusiasts are coming through. I'm not going to argue the fact that 10 speeds, the automatics, the dual clutch, they're faster, they're more efficient. But quite frankly, the manuals where the driver engagement really comes in. So I'm thrilled to see the enthusiasts are still doing that.
Well, and what was funny to me is when Cadillac first said it, they thought it was going to be a 30 to 70 mix. Now, that may end up being the case. If a lot of stock units are ordered and dealers, we manage to mess it up more often than we get it right. A lot of dealers might order them for stock in an automatic. I used to do it all the time because you think you're going for 80% of the market. But right now, and especially with these Blackwings, it is probably the last time. From General Motors with Cadillac, they're saying it is the last time. I only say probably because I don't control this stuff. But it's probably the last time you're going to have a high horsepower car like this with a manual transmission. I haven't seen, they're going to go all Cadillac, Cadillac's saying in 2030. I have not seen anybody design a stick shift electric car that is made in a production line yet.
Right. And I'll bring it up. You mentioned it earlier in the video. It's a strange world that we live in, that you can get a V8 and a manual transmission in a Cadillac, yet you cannot in a Corvette. So you're going to get a lot of Corvette converts that may want, something for the family sedan. And folks that watch the channel know I drive a BMW. You can't get an M5 you can't get a BMW with a manual transmission outside of the new M3 in certain trim levels, and that's in the base motor in the M3. So an M3 competition, you can't get a manual transmission. So this is going to be your highest horsepower manual transmission sedan out on the marketplace. So kudos to Cadillac for doing that, and the fit, finish, everything about this thing will rival anything from Germany.
Well, and a friend of mine, and I haven't spoke to him in a long time, and I'm going to name drop Corvette people. Harlan Charles, who's been the production manager for Corvette for a very long time. Hi, Harlan. I hope you're watching Jeff's channel. But in any case, I did leave him a voicemail that I was going to order a Corvette, but since I couldn't get it in a stick shift, I changed my mind. I'm kidding, Cadillac. Don't pay attention to that. It was a joke. I'd never get it. I'm kidding. It's all American. It's all muscle, so you can be proud of all of it. It is a great car. But being able to get the Blackwing, it's not over yet. Just because you missed the reservation, you can still get yours. But to finish up what I was saying, when these folks spec'd out these cars, they secured one of the first 250. How did the VIN happen?
Yeah, did that secure their number vehicle?
It is one of the first 250. It's like spinning a roulette wheel as to which car you were going to end up with.
Okay.
Because when they do a production line, if anything, it's over-enginered, like whether the car was white or whether the car was
So
red.
that all takes into
If
consideration
it
what
was a
number you
stick
get.
shift or an automatic, did you get the brake package? Did you get this wheel or that wheel? There's no way I could have predicted and said, well, if you order a black car and it's automatic and it's this, you'll get VIN number 3. There's like no way to do that.
Gotcha.
When they plug it all into the computer, it spit it out. And we were fortunate because, like, for John Moore, who's coming to get his, he's number 31.
Wow, that's really low.
That is incredibly
That's
low.
crazy.
And his friend, and he's a friend of his on the Blackwing Forum, there is such a thing as the Blackwing Forum, like a whole community of Blackwing Cadillac owners that are out there. 35 is what Andrew's taken home. 47
Still so
loses
low.
63. They're all low numbers.
Yeah.
I personally think that it all had to do with the expertise that I have at
Absolutely,
ordering
of
Cadillacs.
course.
It's been a fine-tuned skill of. I'm kidding, folks. We got
Take
lucky.
credit where you want.
We were fortunate. It is awesome. And I hope you guys have all enjoyed the show. I hope you have all enjoyed the show. Jeff, I had a lot of fun having you on the show.
It's
I hope
been a
you had fun.
blast.
And how'd you enjoy your test drive?
It was incredible. I mean, like I said, where do I order mine next?
It's you get spoiled. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to come to Delaware Cadillac. You don't have to buy a Blackwing. You can see them here. But whatever Cadillac you're after, if you're after a Blackwing, we can get you one. We've got a huge allocation, and it is based on V sales.
Okay. So
And we sold a lot of
clearly
Vs.
Right, exactly.
Take exit 7,
And come to Cadillac Heaven today.
and you can all find out why each and every day.